Same time as Rust, Daisy. All three of them came out at the same time. Where are you going? Come here. Jesus, I open up the treats and you're like, oh, I'm walking away. You can put them on the bed for me. But, yeah, except they actually have been productive with their time and done stuff.
Oh.
Unlike Daisy and Russ. Well, I'm not saying Russ, the guy, he's done stuff, but, you know, he's basically started back over, so really hasn't done stuff. It's always, it's coming out. It's coming out soon, guys.
Yeah, look, here's 12 pages of coming soon shit on our Trello board.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, the developers of this game are very active within their communities and very, you know, vocal and very, you know, customer service oriented. And they're very consistent in what they do. They have an extremely diligent and dedicated work ethic. So much that most people that bought this game, well, it's still an alpha, but originally that, you know, the community pulled together like, hey guys, you guys are like doing way too many updates, you know, take some time for yourself, you know, because these guys, seriously, they just work that hard. And that was about like a year and a half ago, or like a year ago, that, you know, people were saying that to them. So
like, hey, slow it down. Just put out one a week.
yeah, they used to do Fun Pimps Friday where they guaranteed that they do, you know, and it's not just a little bullshit like, oh, we changed the texture of the torch. You know, like every update that they had was, you know, some new feature to the game, or, you know, they've revamped something else. It just, you know, I will be a fan of this company for a long time.
Got my vote.
That's awesome.
I don't think Howie and I can rave enough about these guys and how good they are.
Yeah.
How much is the game?
20. Is it still $24?
Something like that.
Let me check. It's honestly, you know, and you know, most people that are fans of games, of course, will be like, "Oh man, you got to get this shit." But honestly, you know, I've been a gamer for a long time because I'm old. You know, I've got.
$24.99.
Yeah, it's $24.99.
That's not bad.
Very reasonable. I mean, they had it, of course, the Steam sale for Christmas had it for like $10, but even at $24.99, it's paid for itself 10 times over. At least in my opinion.
Yeah. But I'm a little iffy on getting alphas now. Well, which I got alpha on. I got for $24.99 Arma 3, but I knew that game was gonna be good.
Right.
And but Rust and Daisy standalone, and yeah.
I actually just ended up, I just wrote these guys an email about a business proposition, for featuring, Twitch streamers on their front page. I think it would, be good for them to do that, and, you know, I can't tell you how many times some of my regulars probably get tired of me hearing me say this kind of stuff, but of all of the games that I've purchased, the majority of them, the vast majority of them are indie, and many of them are alpha or beta releases. They're not finished being developed. I can run down the list of all of the things that I've purchased in the last year, and probably 95% of them are early release games. I like it because it's cheaper, and then I get to see where the game goes and influence it. And you look at Rust and you look at DayZ, and it's just like, it's dismal. It's not only is it like, it's poorly organized. You have producers who are not, they're not communicating. They don't edit what their content is. These guys really have gone above and beyond and been extremely professional about it. They say they're going to do something, they do something. If you look at the progress of the game, of what it started out as and what it is now, it's not even recognizable it's changed that much. It wasn't even recognizable of how much it changed after 6 months after they released it on Steam. I understand where you're coming from. Buying an alpha game is a risky proposition. Like, sometimes you just get companies that don't take their games anywhere, or they take them somewhere so slowly, like Rust or Daisy. How many months did it take them to fix the zombies clipping through the fucking walls?
They still do that.
And they still do that. Right. And then the hit frames are fucking horrible, and they haven't fixed that either. These guys, I don't know, they're amazing.
I mean, and you think of how much money that Bohemia made off of the standalone Daisy.
Oh, I know.
Right, and it's really to the point for me. I have a problem with it because it's complete misappropriation of funds and a cash grab. Because, you know, there's really no excuse with that much money and that team that had already kind of been working on the mod anyway to be where it is today and at the pathetically shitty, unimproved game that it still is. Tons of potential, don't get me wrong. And, you know, for a while there I was playing it and kind of enjoying it. But, you know, this company here, these guys started out, you know, as a Kickstarter. And, you know, their goals were pretty realistic. You know, if they met their goals, this is what they do. Well, they made, you know, maybe not even a tenth of the money that those other, you know, like Daisy or... right, and they've put more quality and production into this game than those other developers in bigger houses. These guys don't rest on their laurels. And when Lyzzie said that the game's like unrecognizable, it doesn't mean that they didn't have a, you know, they didn't have a goal or a game plan. The game, you know, still looks this in the sense of, you know, the mechanics and the overall thing. But yeah, the improvements to the gameplay itself, you know, the textures and stuff, just getting better and better, and tweaking this, and just, it's really just amazing.
Yeah.
The game initially started out kind of like how Minecraft looked. It was a block-based game, but you can watch, you can see that, yeah, there are some blocks in the game, but they smooth the terrain. You can, let me show you this. Like, you go digging in a cave, and you can make organic, like, it's organic looking, the shapes on the walls and stuff, the way things slope. They changed that, God, a while ago, like a year ago. And then the mechanics that they're adding, that they've taken into consideration what people want to see, chemistry and stuff like that. You can get dysentery, you can get food poisoning, you can get infected. There are different ways to cure that. And even like one of the newer things that we haven't played since August is now if you die, there's actually, you get a deficit for dying now. There's a wellness rating that can go up to 200, and when you die, it knocks you down 10 points, or if you get stunned, it knocks down like a certain amount of points. So you can't just like say, okay, I'm gonna run in there, grab a bunch of shit, put it off of my hot bar, and I'll be okay. No, because then your health bar isn't going to stay high. I finally, like, it's taken me a week. We are playing on a really difficult setting, but it's taken me a week to get it to where my health and my stamina can be capped out. The first few days or whatever, my health stayed pretty low, and that means you just keep dying. You die more and more. So that's an interesting mechanic that they've added.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know, everybody's coming out with these zombie games, but I've played a lot of them. I won't say I played all of them, but I like zombie games, and this is the best one I've seen so far.
Yep. And what I like to show when I talk about this game is that the Fun Pimps released about 8 months ago a video of their motion capture session for the zombies. And I'm going to link that to you. So if you want, I got a minute and a half. It's pretty awesome. And I will watch it again because